Hey friends, it's me, Amy Rebecca, your internet bestie for all things personal development, intentional living and dream chasing, and self-appointed member of the Trash Appreciation Society. Also, welcome to my spooky ooky wonderland. I never want to leave this room anymore. Let me just tell you, when the sun goes down and I turn on all my little tea lights and all the little things are lit up, it's like an autumnal paradise. I just like to sit here in the dark, all snuggled up with my autumn bedding. I'm just like, I'm living my best life. Today I have a project pan update for you guys, and we are really coming down to the wire on this, okay? Because I set myself the goal of panning 23 products in 2023, and I think that was a little bit optimistic. But we move, we carry on, we keep pushing through the huge cosmetics hoard. Anyway, let's just jump straight in. Let's kick things off on a positive note and start with the things that I've used up in the last month. First off, and no surprises because your girl's got a shower or else she's gonna smell, I used up the rest of the L'Occitane. I'm never gonna get it and that's fine. The Cherry Blossom Shower Gel. This is where I was at the end of last month and I've used the whole thing up. I also used up the Yves Rocher Juicy Berries hand cream. At the end of last month, we were right about here at this line, and then obviously now it's all gone. So that's one more hand cream used up, but alas, the seemingly never-ending battle of Amy versus her mountain of hand creams continues. Finally, the last thing that I used up was that Snow Fairy in shower moisture bar thing from Lush. It has a name. Body conditioner, that's what it's called. I have to look that up every single time. I don't know why my brain can't seem to hold on to those words, but I went to a Busted concert a couple of nights ago, and from somewhere in the deep dark recesses of my brain, I remembered every single word to every single song, even though I haven't listened to any of them in about 15 years. Our brain's a strange thing like that. I can't remember the registration plate for my own car, even though I've had it for 3 years, but the words to Thunderbirds Are Go cemented in there. So anyway, that Sugar Fairy body conditioner, I used that up. I have nothing to show you as proof because it's one of Lush's naked packaging things. It just is, or it was. It's not anymore. That was the most convoluted way I possibly could have explained that. So those were the 3 things that I've used up this month. Now let's check in on the progress on the other products. Okay, the face mask single situation, I used up one of them a couple of months ago and I used up one of them last month and I still have one left. So last month I used up this Gentle Steam eye mask. You put it on and it's self-heating and then your eyes get really warm. I didn't dislike the sensation of having the nice, warming, soothing mask on my eyes, but it kind of was like a maxi pad. It had that same plastic coating and it did kind of feel like I was putting a maxi pad on my face. Don't know that I would recommend, but I did use it up. So now the last single-use mask that I have at all in my collection is this Superdrug one, the chocolate orange self-heating mask. Gotta get this used up within the next month. Like, I'm really dragging my feet with these and there is no excuse because they're single use, so I've got to get on this. Also chocolate orange for autumn. It's kind of perfect. Okay, this next one, don't hate me. Look, it's gonna sound a little bit erratic, but that is just the way my life rolls. You guys know this by now. Hop on board the Hot Mess Express. I had cycled in a lipstick the month before last, and then in the first month I didn't use it once. In the second month I did use it, and now I have lost it. It was a number 7 one. It was very pink. I don't remember what colour it was, but like, it must be here somewhere. You know how it is with lipsticks, they disappear into the abyss and then they just pop up out of nowhere a year later. That's gonna happen to me. But I was planning on cycling that lipstick out and cycling a new lipstick in anyway, because that kind of pink just isn't the vibe I'm going for right now. I'm in my autumn era and that bright pink just wasn't gonna do it for me. So I'm switching it out for another number 7 lipstick. Lord only knows what it is. Not a single shred of labeling remains on this packaging. Who knows? It's one of those little retractable lip crayons, and I love the colour. It's a really pretty red colour that doesn't come across too bold. It doesn't have too much orange in there. It's got a little hint of pink, and it kind of comes out the right amount of sheer to where if I'm not feeling a big, bold red lip, I can turn to this and you get the same vibes but without so much commitment. What is going on with this lighting today, by the way? I could solve 100% of my lighting problems if I just put the camera here, so all the natural light would be on my face, but then the background would be so ugly. You need to see my pumpkin wonderland. Anyway, what I think I'm going to do for this, instead of weighing it, because I think so much of the weight is going to be taken up by the packaging, is just to set it on a little piece of paper and take a mark to kind of show how high it is, and then next month I'll do the same and we can see how much it's gone down. Won't that be weirdly satisfying for us? I think I'm going to love that. Next, let's talk about the Fern Cotton Happy Place Energize body mist that I am not using as body mist. I'm using it as a fabric spray. I am smashing this, if I do say so myself. I genuinely thought that this was going to take at least until the end of the year to finish up, but I'm really going through it, and it's kicked off a whole new habit for me, because now when I'm making my bed I give it a little spritz first, and then when I get in at night it smells so fresh and so clean, even if I haven't washed my sheets that same day. It's like a little mini life hack that I've stumbled upon. Anyway, this is where I was at the end of last month, and I'm currently right around here. I need to get my Sharpie and mark that off, but that is consistent use. If you look at those other lines from previous months, I'm using it up in a really steady way, and I feel good about that. I'm not going to say it, I'm not going to say it, I'm not going to say it. I should be able to use this up by the end of next month. I can't not say it. I don't know what that is. I think it might be an OCD thing. Even though I know every time I say that I jinx myself, I just can't not say it. And finally, we have the Revolution stick thing, contour stick for your face. Contour on one end, highlight on the other end. I had completely used up all of the contour, so now I'm focusing on just using the highlight. But just when you thought this video couldn't get any more erratic, I took some before pictures of this at the end of last month, and that SD card is broken, so I can't give you a side-by-side comparison. But I have made progress. Like, take my word for it. You're just gonna have to believe me. I have been using it, so progress must have been made. This is where we are with it right now, so there's really not that much left of it. And what I think I'll do moving forward is do the same thing as the lipstick and kind of put it down on a sheet of paper and mark it off with a pencil. I think that's just going to be a much more reliable way of comparing the difference, because you know what it's like with photos, like different angles. I mean, you should see my face from here to here, and the same thing it is with Project Pan. Like if I take it all zoomed up versus zoomed far away, it looks like a different amount. This is why you can't trust what people are posting on Instagram. It's all about angles. Anyway, that way I will also be able to just track it better month by month. We'll be able to see the progress each month, and I think I'll enjoy that. Next, let's talk about what I'm cycling in to replace the things that I've used up. So you already know I'm bringing in another hand cream. I have to, I have no choice. The hand cream situation is kind of taking over my life. So I'm bringing in another one of these Cath Kidston hand creams. I had 3 of these at the start of the year because I had them in a little gift box for Christmas. I believe this is the last one. This is Apple Blossom and Elderflower. Nice. A great success story for me would be if I can use up the whole of this thing by the end of the year. And then you watch how many hand creams I get gifted at Christmas time. I can never get it under control. Next, let me tell you, I have had a cosmetics related tragedy. I keep all of my surplus cosmetics in a big box under my bed, and a couple of weeks ago I went in there to get something and I was like, what is this liquid? What has leaked? Worst case scenario, it was my Synestia Soothe and Relax body oil. Now, I talked about this last week in my empties review video very briefly, but Synestia was a cosmetics company that I loved so much. It was a small business out of England. I'd spoken to the owner, like she'd explained her business to me. Like it was very just sweet and wholesome, the way that she was, you know, using organic materials and like packaging everything herself, and I just loved that element of it, but also the products were so good. I have mourned the loss of the skincare items that I used to get from Synestia that I can't get anymore, and I had the last product I had from them was this body oil, and I was saving it. I was waiting until I'd used up all my, like, you know, body lotions, and then I was going to go in this winter with the body oil, and it had broken somehow. I guess, you know, like I throw things around a lot, so the top had broken, and like we're down to here. 75% of that oil just leaked straight out. I am so sad. But we're gonna make lemons out of lemonade. No, that's not possible. We're gonna do that other thing, and we're gonna make lemonade out of lemons. We're gonna give this body oil, my last Synestia product, its moment in the sun by bringing it into the project pan. I'm gonna mark off when I get my Sharpie where we are right now, and let's use this up and enjoy every little ounce that I have left. And finally, since I used up my body wash, I'm going to be bringing in some soap. I have 2 shower gels left in my collection, but I realized going through that little box under my bed the other day that I actually have quite a few bars of soap left to use up. I don't remember where this came from because it came in a big gift box that I had for Christmas, and I can't remember the brand, but how cute is this? Isn't that adorable? Zesty. That scent is intense. That's a lot. But let's start using up the soaps. I think I have 3 or 4 or 5 question mark soaps still in my collection, so let's start getting through those. So that is another 3 products used up over the last month. What does that bring our total to? Oh, that brings our total to 18. So I only need to use up 5 more products over the next 3 months to hit my goal of 23 products in 2023. I think that's very achievable. Oh my gosh, suddenly I've got this big pep in my step. I thought I needed to use up another like 7 or 8. Oh, we can do this. Thank you so much for joining me today. Please remember that you are enough just as you are. I love you so much, and I will see you soon. Bye.
There was once